What's up? You are here for an intro to essential oils. I'm going to see if I can give you the basics of the top 10 most versatile, most useful, most valuable oils that a newbie to essential oils would want to start with. Let's see if I can get that done in like 10 minutes. That would be lightning speed. But that's what you're here for, and I'm going to see how fast I can give it to you because I know you want to cut through all the crap and get right to the information that you're looking for, okay? So what are essential oils? You guys, they just are plant derivatives, okay? So you take plants like twigs or leaves or bark or the flowers or the rinds of many different plants across this planet, and you either steam distill them or you cold press them, and what you get is the essential oil off of the plant. It's actually the part of the plant that you can smell when you squeeze it or when you walk past a plant. It's the aromatic compounds, okay? So an essential oil is different than like an olive oil or a canola oil or something like that. Those are heavier oils that we would sometimes call like a carrier oil when it comes to essential oils. You may combine like a coconut oil with an essential oil so that volatile, lightweight, aromatic compound can get weighed down a little bit by a carrier and increase absorption into your skin and also protect your skin if that oil is really strong. But when we're talking about just essential oils, especially when we're talking about doTERRA essential oils, we are talking about just the pure essential oil that's expressed or steamed off of the plant matter. Okay, so why are people so jazzed about essential oils right now? Well, it's kind of a traditional medicine, really, is that our ancestors and people only even, 60, 70, 100 years ago, and 70% of the world's population right now goes to plants and herbs for their natural wellness, like their natural health care. In the Western world, we've really gone away from that for a while, and a lot of people are returning back to what their grandmas used to do for getting rid of, the yuckies that people have or keeping people well, and that is going back to plants. But the cool thing now with essential oils and the quality and the purity that a company like doTERRA provides us is we don't have to have a garden in the back or a market down the street where we would go and make our tinctures and whatever and our teas. We can have, like for instance, a peppermint garden literally in a bottle in your home, ready and fresh for you to use all the time. And these drops are powerful. Most of the time you're only going to need one drop or a couple drops to do what your body needs. Okay, so what makes doTERRA different is their sourcing model and their purity standards. I would love to refer you to a couple of videos or articles beneath this video to give you some more information on that, but there's nobody who has a purer record or higher standard or a better sourcing plan than doTERRA does, and you can trust doTERRA, okay? So let's talk about the top 10 oils that we recommend that somebody who's new to essential oils and excited to get started would start with, okay? And as I talk about them, I'm going to give you 3 or 4 recommendations on what you might do with this oil. And when we go through it, we'll talk about the benefits of diffusing the oils, inhaling them, applying them topically, and even taking some of them internally. Okay, so let's get started. The 3 most popular and versatile oils would be lemon, lavender, and peppermint. I've got those 3 right here, okay? These bottles I'm holding are 15 milliliter bottles. They are large sized bottles, and this trio right here will do 1,000 things for you. Okay, but let's start with just peppermint. All right, this peppermint is what we call like the silver bullet of essential oils, at least that's what I call it. It can do so much for you. Let me give you an example. This is a short list of a long list, okay? It's good for soothing aches and pains. It's good for soothing head tension. Good for regulating your body temperature. It clears your sinuses with just one deep breath. You could also clear your, bring like opened, free breathing if you inhale it off of your hands. It's really a natural oh, I have to speak compliantly. So sometimes you'll see me second guess my words, right? It's really good in the spring for seasonal threats, right? It's really good for soothing your digestive tract. There's a reason why they give you like peppermint tea or a peppermint after a big meal at a restaurant. It's not just to freshen your breath, which is another way to use peppermint. Peppermint is a really sort of strong oil, so we would recommend that if you're going to use peppermint topically, that you would dilute it with a carrier oil. I like to recommend fractionated coconut oil. doTERRA carries this bottle here. It's easy to use. You can add on a pump top to your cart if you'd like to have that pump access to it. But when applying the oils topically, we always recommend that you add a carrier oil. And peppermint would be one especially for that because it can be really cold or really sort of tingly, especially if you're applying it up here for head tension. Okay, let's go to lemon. This lemon is actually sourced in a specific region of Italy, and it's really good around the house for cleaning and removing sticky stuff, but it kind of does the same thing in your cleansing organs. So this is a good one to take internally. How do you know if you can take an essential oil internally? And you can take peppermint internally as well. Most essential oils on the market will say not for internal use. Please follow those guidelines. Do not take an essential oil internally unless you see, I don't think you can see very well in here, a supplement facts label, okay? If it has a supplement facts label, that's a FDA generally regarded as safe product that you could take internally. I recommend just 1 drop in a large glass of water. If you take that, a lot of people do like warm water in the morning. It's really good for your kidneys and your liver. And also can give you a lot of energy and uplift your mood. Lemon is so fresh and good at lifting like emotions, right? So it's really good just in the diffuser too. Okay, let's go to lavender. I would say lavender is like the gateway essential oil for a lot of people. They're like, oh yeah, I know lavender, right? So lavender essential oil is kind of similar to peppermint in that it has so many uses. It's so versatile. My dog is here for this video. Hey, Sam. We'll have to cut this part out. Hi, sweetie. Okay, lavender essential oil does 100 different things as well. It's most commonly known for its calming properties and to aid with sleep. But what you might not know is that it's really good for your skin, especially if you have itchy, agitated, or dry skin. And in fact, there's a couple of oils that I would partner it with to really help your skin if you're having some issues. It's good for burns. I said itchy. It also is good in the spring, partnered with lemon and peppermint for that natural antihistamine. Okay, so what other oils are good for the skin? Let's go that direction. I want to talk to you about the king of oils, which is frankincense. Okay, frankincense is, it's so hard for me to speak compliantly on this one, but it's really good for supporting your body and regulating inflammation, okay? It's also extremely calming and grounding to the emotions. And we always say, when in doubt, pull Frank out, because it actually can do an endless list of things for your body. And we like to add it to other oils because it is an enhancer. It'll enhance the properties and value of the other oils that you partner it with. But one of the things it's truly amazing for is your skin. A lot of women like to add it to their night cream at night. And there's been some tremendous success with decreasing the appearance of age spots as well. So I love to see people start with frankincense in their starter kits, because it'll do so much for you. It's an extremely valuable oil that's extremely difficult to source. And we do get that from Somaliland. I would love to tell you more about how we source frankincense and the care that doTERRA takes in making sure that it's sourced responsibly and caring for the people that are sourcing that for us over there. Okay, let's go to another oil that's really good for skin, which is melaleuca, which is tea tree oil. Tea tree oil is another kind of gateway oil that a lot of people might be familiar with because it's naturally added to a lot of our skincare and hair care products already. So you'll see tea tree listed as an ingredient in a lot of skin and hair care products. I love Melaleuca for its cleansing properties and its ability to, we call it anti-everything bad, which is great, right? So I also really love to pair it with oregano. Okay, so Melaleuca and oregano together are a powerhouse duo when it comes to supporting your body's efforts to stay healthy and to ward off threats, cellular threats, okay? So oregano is also super antifungal, and as well as Melaleuca. So these two can do some really cool stuff when it comes to fungus and other kinds of threats, okay? So we just covered really quickly 6 single oils that are probably the most popular single oils that doTERRA carries. That was lemon, lavender, peppermint, oregano, Melaleuca, and frankincense. I want to show you 4 blends that are also super popular and versatile, okay? Now blends are, these 4 blends are still 100% pure essential oil with no carrier oil in the bottle. But some of the blends that doTERRA carries are pre-diluted for you. These 4 are not. They are still 100% essential oil, okay? Let's start with On Guard. It's an extremely popular oil. People just love On Guard. It's sort of got a Christmassy scent to it with wild orange, clove bud, cinnamon, cinnamon bark, cinnamon leaf, cinnamon bark, eucalyptus leaf, and rosemary leaf. Okay, so this is a great immune support blend. We call it the protective blend, and it's great when used internally, diffused, and even topically to keep you guys healthy through all seasons, okay? We have an entire line of products based off of this On Guard blend. So we have it in throat drops and hand wash and detergent and well, toothpaste. Like, we love our On Guard products. But start out with just this oil and see how you like it. Okay, the next blend we'll talk about is the Breathe Respiratory Blend. Self-explanatory, right? It is a blend of several oils that support healthy respiratory system, opening of the airways. This blend has been extremely valuable to our family since we have one of our kids who really struggles with lung issues, or he used to. And he has really gotten many days of his life back because of this Breathe blend. You can apply that topically. I would definitely dilute it on the chest. A lot of people like to put it on the bottoms of the feet, put socks on over the top, and it's amazing how it will just allow the person who's suffering from respiratory problems. Typically at night we love to use it. Helps them to go right back to sleep so that everybody can sleep, right? Okay, next we're going to talk about Deep Blue, which is our soothing blend. I don't know if you can see that. Really good for overworked muscles and achy joints. A lot of men really, really love Deep Blue. It's oftentimes the gateway oil for them. I love that Deep Blue comes in this small bottle here, but it also comes in a pre-diluted roller bottle and then in a Deep Blue rub lotion, which is a popular way to use Deep Blue. You'll go through a lot of this once you realize how much relief you'll get from using this natural blend of essential oils on those achy spots. Now there's one more oil blend that I want to talk to you about, but I don't have it with me because, like a good doTERRA lady, I have lent it to my sweet neighbor. So well, I have many more Digest Zen coming to me this week, but I have had several neighbors with tummy trouble this week. It's kind of going around the neighborhood. So I have sold and lent out all my Digest Zens. Cross your fingers that they don't bring those germs this way, right? So Digest Zen is the digestive blend. It's really amazing at supporting a healthy digestive tract. And it's great because it helps you no matter what end of the spectrum you're experiencing trouble with. So whether you're having trouble having a regular digestive flow, or you're on the other end where things are too loose, or maybe you've got pain in your digestive system, this one is tremendously valuable and helpful all the way from little kids to adults. You can apply it topically over the tummy that hurts, over the esophagus that hurts, or you can take this one internally, either in a shot glass of water or in a capsule. I also love that doTERRA carries soft gels of Digest-Zen and Digest tabs. Lots of ways to find support for your digestive tract using the Digest-Zen line and the oil. That is the top 10 oils. How did we do? So I always recommend, though, the reason why I talk to you about these top 10 oils is because doTERRA's two most popular kits both feature these oils, these top 10. And so I want you to realize you can really conquer the world with this pre-packaged, discounted set of oils. You can either get them in the small bottle set, which is all 5 milliliter size, which is the smaller deep blue size, or you can get them in the big bottle set, which are bigger, right? Now, deep blue always comes small, so even in the big bottle set, your deep blue is going to be small. There are a couple of products that I always recommend people add on to those two starter kits because I love them so much and you're going to wish you had them. It's optional. If you want them, get them. If you don't, know that I recommended them and you can get them another time. The first thing I recommend is what we mentioned earlier, this coconut oil, because it's important that you have something on hand to dilute your roller or your oils with. And that leads me to my second recommendation, which is that you add on, right there in the doTERRA cart, a 6-pack of empty roller bottles. They won't be blue, they'll be brown. This is a blue one that I had in my purse. But you'll want to make some custom blends for yourself for specific issues that you've got going on in your health and in your family. And it's super convenient to be able to add several drops of a few oils and then top it off with the coconut oil here and have some ready to go blends for topical use. This specific one looks like I put melaleuca, peppermint, lavender, and lemon in there. I suspect I made this one for my son in the spring for when his eyes get super itchy and his throat gets itchy. This one knocks that out for him. But that is my second recommendation. First is fractionated coconut oil. Second is a 6-pack of empty roller bottles. And then people always ask me if there's any other oils that are my favorite oils. These top 10 are amazing, but I do have a couple of sort of pet favorite oils that aren't in this top 10 that I will recommend, okay? The first is a blend called Balance. There it is, Balance, the grounding blend. It is made from the oils from trees with deep roots, tall trees with deep roots. And to me, it feels like walking through a forest right after the rain, and that grounding, centering, peaceful feeling and the aroma. And so it has been really good for me and my family when it comes to managing like stressful time or anxiety or anxious moments, right? So I really love Balance, and I always recommend that people give it a try, especially if you're not drawn to necessarily like a lavender or a frankincense aroma for that calming effect. You may really resonate with the Balance grounding blend. And then the last thing that I hesitate to recommend because it's so amazing and also quite pricey in comparison to others, but I have to be honest and recommend what I love, okay? I really love my Rose Touch oil. So when I say touch, that's what I was referring to earlier when it comes to oils that are pre-diluted with a coconut oil when you already purchase them. So this is my rose oil. I have several of these. I have one in the car, one in my purse, one in my bedroom, one in the kitchen. That's how much I love it. And there are some days where I feel like if I had to choose just one oil, it would be this one. It's really good for centering and calming, and also really super effective for my intense head tension when I get to that point. Sometimes this is the only thing that can help. So I love recommending this one too. So if you're interested, try it out. If not with your starter set, then soon. Okay, so how did I do? That's doTERRA in a pinch for you, doTERRA's top 10 oils and how I recommend people get started. I look forward to teaching you more. Once you've got your oils in your home and you're like ready to get to work, let's talk more and we'll make some blends together and figure out what holes we could fill in your wellness with essential oils. Thanks, bye.